And now, Notes from the Homefront with Tammy Bundy.
Out the corner of my eye, I noticed the summer storm was gaining momentum. Seeing the trees bending with the wind, I glanced outside my window and saw him, my 13-year-old, alone in the backyard. He was playing his own version of a game where he would throw his baseball bat up into the forceful wind and then joyously allow it to fall somewhere on the ground. This undertaking would then be accompanied by an exaggerated cheer of jubilation for the accomplished task. I smiled at the contrast of this boy with the changing young man who was emerging from my house every day. 13 is such a hard age, 1 foot in childhood, 1 in the teenage years. I'm awed by the physical transformations, the change in the round little boy face taking on the dramatic angles of a young man, the feet that skipped shoe sizes within a month's time, the body that stands eye to eye with me now. And then there are the less visible changes, but dramatic nonetheless. Most of these come under the category of the coolness factor. Apparently, the naturally changing 13-year-old boy's voice needs to be spoken in an even lower range to be extra cool. Most responses can and will be made in 1 syllable. And in case there were any doubts to the coolness factor, the standard remnant of childhood affection known as the hug is now usually substituted with a high five. Lastly, there is the introduction of girls as something more than just the other half of the classroom. Next, there is being cool around girls. This whole cool package is then dressed in clothes that have been carefully picked out while talking in a cool new way. All of this seems so much to remember for a guy who used to just want to play baseball with his buddies. So it is that when I see him back to being a carefree boy again, enjoying a silly made-up game with outright abandon, it makes me smile. It reminds me of the boy I still can recognize under all that coolness. But perhaps it really just reminds me that childhood comes and goes way too fast, blowing into our lives intense and incredible, and then gone like a summer storm.
You can find more stories at TammyBundy.com.